Hello, everyone. Again, this is Mary. I just wanted to talk to you in this video about essential oils for emotional support. You know, you sniff any oil, it's going to help you a bit feel better. You know, there's no doubt about it. But to really get the most out of the oil, this is how you do it. So we already talked about how the sense of smell is connected to, in our brain, to the part of our brain that handles emotions and memories. And we know, because you smell a smell from your childhood and it brings you right back to where you were before. So that makes sense to us. As far as how to use it, again, it's aromatically. But first, it can be helpful, to very intentionally feel what you have going on. So just feel it. Like you need to feel it to heal it, so feel it. So step one is to feel it. And to just notice where in your body that feeling is felt, if that makes sense. So oftentimes it's your belly or your heart center, maybe your diaphragm area. Sometimes it's in your head, sometimes it's random spots. For my husband, he's a cyclist, he can feel things in his legs. So it all depends. But just feel where it is in your body. And then take the oil, whichever one you do. Let's say, I'm going to talk about which oils to use, but you just put a drop of oil in your hand, rub your hands together, and then just cup it over your mouth and nose, and breathe intensely for however long it takes, for a couple seconds, minutes, whatever it takes. For children, it doesn't have to take very long. They don't have quite the histories that we do. But for however long, until you just feel a calmness that's happening. And sometimes there can be some tears, sometimes not, sometimes, who knows, but just allow things to surface, allow things to exit, and it's good. Of course, if you have a serious emotional issue, go see a qualified person to help you. This is for your everyday normal stuff, but it can really, really help with emotional support. So then sometimes having an inhaler that you can just kind of sniff periodically can be super helpful. And when you're smelling, imagine that you're sending the little particles of the oil, because you know how the little particles get into the air, so it's actually going into your body this way. Imagine those little particles are going to that spot of your body where the emotion resides, and just imagine it breaking up that emotion or that memory or whatever it is, and just disintegrating it and easing your body, just relieving your body of that burden. So that is super helpful. Some emotional oils that I recommend, one is Inner Child. I love it. It's probably, well, it's one of my favorites. It's good for any kind of wounded inner child feelings. It smells like a spring morning without the pollen. It's wonderful. It's a blend of orange, tangerine, ylang ylang, royal Hawaiian sandalwood, and jasmine, lemongrass, black spruce, and bitter orange. So I love it. Highly recommend it. Super helpful. I use it on myself and clients regularly. Another combination, this comes in the kit, which we're going to talk about later. Frankincense is good for all emotions. It's particularly good for father relationships, which, can't hurt. So there's frankincense. Stress Away is a blend of copaiba, lime, cedarwood, vanilla, acacia, and lavender. This is good for anything stressful, and lavender, which is just more of what's in Stress Away, which we all know is good for calming you. But this combination combined together is powerful. I use it in a process called Aroma Freedom Technique that I do with my clients. It's a great combination. It's dreamy. It's not too flowery. It's not too unflowery. It's marvelous. I highly recommend it, and that comes all in the kit. So the Inner Child you use by itself because it's got enough oils in it. I mean, you could add lemon or orange to it, and that would be nice too, but generally speaking, that's good. The other one I recommend is White Angelica. This one is a blend of sweet almond oil, bergamot, myrrh, which is good for mother relationships, geranium, sandalwood, ylang ylang, coriander, black spruce, melissa, hyssop, and rose. It's probably one of my favorite oils. This one is especially good for just protecting your energy from negativity. So if you are entering into a negative area, It's just good to just smell it and just get it all over your space. Like just put it in your energetic space. It's so good. It's also good if you're feeling negative and you want to just cleanse your feelings. It's amazing. Highly recommend it. So that is how I use it for emotional support. I find it incredibly helpful for keeping me upbeat. You know, if I'm feeling something, it's like, what am I feeling? Okay, what oil would be good? There's tons of other emotional oils with Young Living. What do I need right now? I just feel it, notice where it is, deep breathe it. It's a wonderful, wonderful habit to get into. So I hope you find that helpful.